Today on In the Wood Yard, we're going to split wood and we're going to fill that rack. Here's the wood that Bert and Adam cut and split about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I guess it was about a semi-load, and there's a whole nother pile right here that we're going to split today. So we've got the Ultra, and we got a little pop-up shelter because it's going to start raining. It's going to rain all day. And there's a surprise visitor towards the end that you're going to want to wait and see. We have a furry friend that paid a visit to us while we were finishing the splitting. But here's where we're starting in this pile. Mostly ash. A lot of this wood is 2 to 3 years old. It's on pallets. Some of it's not. Here's some of the wood that Adam's mom and dad have stacked up. He used to sell a lot of wood, but now they mainly just keep it for themselves for heating the house. And they need help because they're getting to the point where they can't really do it anymore. So Adam and I are there. There's a bunch of limb wood they had, a bunch of smaller stuff, so that'll fit in their boiler. And then they got more wood along over this edge, so it's got quite a bit of wood, but with having an old house, they go through a lot of wood, and they like the wood heat, so we're going to keep going on it. Here's a bunch of stuff they did too that's all ready to go. So he's got quite a bit of wood, but more is the right amount, as you all know. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill the trailer, and then we're going to take it over, and we're going to be dumping it on the ground for the first batch. And then we discovered that, well, with the dump trailer, we can tip it up, and it's a lot easier for them. They don't have to pick it up off the ground. And so we just tipped the trailer up, and then they were able to just take the wood right out of the trailer with it tipped up and then stack it. So it worked out really good. So we're backing right up to the this place where Adam built some racks for it so they can get it stacked. So we're just going to dump this first load here and get it as close to the boiler as possible, and that way they don't have to go too far for it. And so it's going to work out pretty good. So it started raining right about here, and I think they filled, boy, I think it was like 5 or 6 trailer loads full, maybe 7, I don't know, it was a bunch. And Adam and I did the splitting, and while we were splitting, they were doing the stacking, so it worked out pretty good. But we stacked, I think Adam said it was right around 5 full cords. When I looked at it, I thought it was only about 3.5 or so, but he measured it, because they did stack some more after I did the last video you're going to see later. It was about 5 full cords they got stacked, so that actually might be enough to get them through a mild winter, but if you have a lot of cold weather, they're going to go through more than that. So the plan is that they're going to stack up a whole bunch more on the other side of the boiler. There's an area, there's some tall weeds that they're going to cut down, and that's where it's going to go. So here's the stack. And
maybe that's good.
Sure.
Isn't that crazy?
So now you should be able to stack right out of that.
I go a little higher.
Go a little higher.
It'll be safe. Just watch it when you pull a piece. Sometimes they'll come at you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And it's easy to get your hand smashed.
Yeah.
And he's a city boy, so.
Well, hand smashed hurts no matter who gets it.
Qualified person here.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where you're from. If your hand gets smashed, it still hurts.
That's true.
That's probably good right there. That way they'll keep coming. That way they'll just keep sliding to you. You guys do good work.
That's right.
So that's how much we got left from there to here. Here's how much we got done. We figure a little over halfway maybe we got done. We've been splitting for a couple hours now, and it's been raining steady, so it's nice to have a canopy, but yeah, we're halfway done easy. Well, plus we did this pile over here, so we're getting there. Best day I ever had. Let's get back to it.
Watch closely to the pile where Adam reaches down. There's a little woodchuck in there and he comes flying out, ran up the wood pile, fell down, and then we got him on camera on the time lapse. But he made a poor choice. He came to the wrong house. He is no longer a member of the Woodchuck Society Club.
So here's where we started this morning, and that was about 6 hours ago. And now that we have an hour meter on the splitter, we know how many hours we ran. 4.7 hours. So we did that pile back there, and then all of this here. So 4.7 hours. So about 4.5 hours if you figure steady, because there was times the splitter was running and we were talking or went and got something to drink. So about 4.5 hours worth of splitting is what we did here. That's probably one of the bigger piles we've split with the Ultra in one day. And we got rained on most of the time, and then the last, I don't know, 45 minutes or so it quit raining and the sun came out, but we got a bunch done. So this was basically a semi-load. From what they told me, they had a semi-load. There was a few logs got hauled away by someone that came and got some logs, so it's probably 7/8 of a semi-load, I don't know, something like that. A lot of ash, that's what's in here primarily is ash. So we got a lot done, and we thought we were gonna do some cutting today because we didn't know how many people we were gonna have here helping. We had, me and Adam did all the splitting, and then Adam's mom and his cousin and his girlfriend and Adam's wife, they did all the stacking. I'll show you that over here, what they did. But we're not gonna do any cutting because we're both pretty tired. My back is tired, arms are tired, and it's already supper time, so we got a late start today because it was going to be rainy. So here's the wood that they stacked, and we figure there's probably, boy, I'd say about 3 full cords here, maybe a little more than that, right next to the boiler, and then they stack stuff over here too eventually. So all that wood that was out there is eventually going to end up over here, but we got it split today, so that is it for today, folks. You know what to do. Poke the buttons. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. with another video for you. Right now, you're going to go watch all the other videos because it's probably the best thing you can do with your time. Good night, everyone.